Morning, friends, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. And I'm just lighting up my Palo Santo. And I'm feeling today kind of a divine, hmm, a divine call to look deeply within our own being for what it is that we think is missing when it comes to love. And finding the love that you're looking for is what we're all about here. And so we're going to be using the True Love reading cards. And then I also pulled out my Celestite art. And Celestite is a crystal that's particularly um, connected to the angelic realm and to the spiritual realm. And so I'm just lifting up our intentions, and we want to be able to hear from spirit. We want to be able to hear from our higher selves who are connected always to spirit and step away from the things that are distracting us from who we really are as spirit beings. So let me move this over. There we go. And I got my cards prepped. I've already shuffled. I'm just going to give them one more little mix and we'll cut. And I'm going to draw a card, first of all, just for the collective. When it comes to love, what is it that the angelic realm has for us today when it comes to love? Okay. And here. Good morning, Ambika. Let's take a look. Okay. For the collective, let me turn the cards around. So right away, it makes me wonder if somebody who's listening to me right now is feeling topsy turvy because the cards were upside down. And the gardener is here to just show order and trust in growth, right? Many times when we are looking for our heart's desire and we think that love has forgotten us, we have forgotten how many seeds that we have planted to attain, attract, to find more love in our lives. Because every time you're kind to someone, every time you are polite, well meaning, when you treat other humans with love and respect, you're planting seeds every time. Okay. So, what we forget is that we've planted the seeds. So, look at this card. Look at the human forms that are within this card. See the little faces in this blossom? See this figure back here? It's such a promise for those of us who feel a little bit unloved. We feel a little bit neglected. Sometimes, even when you're with your family, you can feel invisible. Can anybody relate to that? Have you ever been somewhere where your family is gathered, but for whatever reason, you feel detached? You feel as if you do not fit with the family. That has happened to me a few times in my life. And so, see this empty bench back here? Many times you can feel like that. Right when you're in the midst of humans, you can feel isolated as if you are invisible. But the strange thing is that the more invisible you believe you are, the more invisible you really are. So I feel like what we're being called to today is to tend to the garden within your own soul. Now, in your soul, there may be some weeds, and the weeds would be the disappointments, the betrayals, when you've gotten abandoned. There have been so many disappointments in life that are the weeds in your garden of love. Now, today I'm only drawing one card for you. If you would like to have a reading, I would be happy to mm, greet you with a card. But remember, there I have several decks and all of them with beautiful cards to support your search for love. So you're not in this alone. I've got your back. Okay. Hi, Anna, Nettie, and Ambika. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. So let me take one more peek. I would say that as we go forward, remember your future self knows exactly what you need to do to feel more loved. In fact, let's put your hand on your heart. Just put your hand right on your chest and repeat after me. My future self knows exactly what I need to feel loved. Does that resonate with you? A couple months ago, I started working with my future self. I had to do some pretending. In fact, I still do. I have to pretend that my future self wants to have a relationship with me. Okay. And so, trusting that my guidance is centered in my future self, who already knows everything I need to know, has brought me a lot of peace. And I wish that for you today. So, Miss Anna, please tell me about international job and if I'm going to marry single for 15 years. Okay. So, when we're looking at work, when you are treated respectfully at work, it is part of love. So, let me draw a card for you around work, and let me draw a card for you around work because your contract is expiring. And now, okay? So when we're looking at the relationships we have at work, many times it is just like this garden, that in the humans that are in your working environment are all kinds of opportunities to give and receive love. Being single for 15 years, I know that it's can be challenging to be single, but it can also be filled with blessings. But it seems to me right now, as I feel into your energy, is that the job is really um, a concern and is just drawing you away from peace of mind. Okay. Now, anybody else who's watching right now and you have sincere questions about your career, let's have you join into this reading. It's super easy to do. Just throw a thumbs up in there, um, and one of those little hearts over there in the corner that you're seeing. Go ahead and tap on that, and let's all join in with this reading for how to feel loved when we have insecurities about our work. So we have the Silver Waterfall. Now, right away, I'm aware of these two birds, and the birds are often a sign for us that are many times the birds are signs for us that we are approaching our answer. Okay, we're approaching our answer because in many of the cultures around the world, there was a flood legend that there was a huge flood that came across the earth and changed things for everyone, and especially with careers. I mean, many careers have come to an end because of things we cannot control. So when birds are in the picture, they're the signs of new life after a flood. The water imagery here, the waterfall. So I feel for you, Anna, that the universe is showing that as the end of a cycle comes, it's more important than ever to press into what you know is true. Okay? What we know is true is that there is seed time and harvest throughout our lifetime. I don't know anybody that's working at the same job they were working at 5 years ago. Right now, everything is changing regularly. And the only thing that stays steady is the divine. This water represents the spirit, the energy of God. And as you approach this coming time with the deadline of July 31st, what you want to do is take some time to be searching within. Take a journey within. Neville Goddard is one of my favorite teachers, and Neville teaches that we can learn to live from the end. So, right now, Anna, what you want to do is get out a piece of paper and write down what is your ideal workplace. Take what you're doing now and list the positives, but also list anything that you're dreaming about. What would be a perfect job for you? Start to create a dream where this problem is solved. I understand that it is difficult, but you've also been through some difficult times in the past, haven't you, my friend? You have seen how you have seen how things have worked out no matter what is happening. It's important that you develop hope and the feeling of self guidance. You don't want to accept positions that are not good for your inner being. It takes a lot of vulnerability to trust in the unknown. But there are loving people surrounding you all the time. How do you tell? How do you choose the people in your life who are loving? Many times they're strangers, people who greet you unexpectedly, somebody who smiles at you on the street. The angels are always leaving hints that come through other people. Be proactive, be looking for work that you enjoy and that work is fulfilling. There is a website called Coursera, Couresa, Coursera.com. It offers free training for many tech jobs, many jobs that are connected to the internet. This is a golden secret for so many people. It may not be something that you want to do forever, but it is something that is needed right now desperately. Another possibility is working with translation. Work on your English skills, sharpen your English. There are so many researches on YouTube that you can do that show you how to brush up on your English, become bilingual or trilingual, and work on your skill set. Okay, so the angels are here to encourage you. There is resolution that's coming for you. The birds are showing that land has been seen, so your future position is affirmed. If this current contract turns around and there is a change in dimension, please remember this reading. Oh, good for you for working on your French, because becoming bilingual, and go to that website, Couresa.com. That is a wonderful resource for free education. Okay, there you have it, my friend. I'm so glad you visited me here today. And remember, between you and the divine, it's an unstoppable force. All right, who else is here would like me to draw a card for you when it comes to feeling loved? What's going on with you personally? How can I serve you right now with what you're hearing from love? Oh, Dora, Western Australia. I am magnificent success. Oh, Bina, I am so glad to see you, my friend. Oh, biggest hug. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to mention to you guys that I have just opened my website, and it's all about manifesting, manifestfaster.com. So please do check manifestfaster.com. and you'll see all of my secrets over there because I don't have time to teach all of them when I'm here. So, hi, Dora. Broom. Oh, I love that. Welcome. Dora, may I draw you a card when it comes to love? What would you like to know about right now? Remember, there's all kinds of love. Romantic love is just one of them. But from our first card, we saw that being respected at work is also a sign of love. So, Dora, mm, let's draw a card for you, my friend. I don't recognize your name. Perhaps you're new on my channel. So thank you so much. Hi, David. Welcome back. I think I've seen you before, haven't I, my friend? Okay, so let's go forward here. And oh, the love card. Okay. So, Dora, welcome. Dora, do you meditate, Dora? It seems to me with this card, first of all, we don't see a figure. We don't see another figure. We see a single figure. And so, oh, you are a meditator. Fantastic. Me too. Hi, Lotus. I just started using an app a couple months ago called The Way, and I love it. I meditate against my own will. Oh, I so get that. But listen, take a look at the app called The Way. Henry Shookman. I love him so much. Probably the most gentle spirit that I have found in all my years of meditating. I didn't used to meditate in silence and be settled with my own self. And I'm really coming into a new understanding about it. So when I see this as you, Dora, I do believe that this is radiant of your energy. It's called the way, Theway. Thank you, Magnificent. Thank you so much for being here and blessing us today. Bina is a long time listener and one of my most faithful followers. Everybody send love to Bina. We love you. But anyway, Dora, it shows to me that you're able to circulate the love that is trying to reach you. I think in my world, many people have a need for self-love. There's often an inner critic, almost like a bully on the inside, that can pick on you night and day and a lot and kind of harass you into believing that you're not doing enough, that you are not enough, and that no matter what you do, you will never be enough. And that's so untrue. Getting the skill at quieting that inner chatterbox is something, Dora, that I believe Spirit is calling you to. I don't know if you've ever considered creating a relationship with your future self. It is something I am deeply honored to bring to my followers because imagine that your future self exists. Okay, imagine, Dora, that your future self is calling you into relationship. Notice all these little streams of energy surrounding the card, the figure. See all that? These tendrils are very much the same as the internal. So I feel, Dora, that you've kind of reached a ceiling on supporting yourself, right? You have this inner tension, maybe like knots or tangles within you. Okay. And so your future self is right here, right now, inviting you to connection. I have no doubt, Dora. So write down manifestfaster.com. Please go over there. There's a quiz that you can take, and you'll see it right in the top. It'll say take the quiz. But I think that as you need to invite a relationship with your future self, that is going to bring you a shocking revelation. Okay. You are loving yourself the best you can, but who better to give you advice than the version of yourself that's already in the desire that you're wanting to manifest next. I have a sense that humans have disappointed you in the past. And I think that in a way, just you're finding this reading today. This is not an accident, is it, Dora? It needs to come from within you, but connecting to your future self will change everything. I also am a long time single. I've had a couple of divorces and I never thought I would be divorced, but I picked from an incomplete center. When I picked love for myself, I was not fully informed. And Dora, my heart goes out to you. Now that you told me that you are so young, only 33, and you have a closed system that is not allowing love in. So, girl, run, don't walk to manifestfaster.com, would you? There's tons of free resources over there, and I want you to choose your future self. I'm challenging you today that look at all these stars, look at all of this love that is waiting for you to crack open and let something in. And the safest thing to let in is your future self who loves you so much. Okay. So, one of the affirmations that I love to use is something that I call my up until now affirmation. Up until now, I never considered that I could have a relationship with my future self. But starting today, I am so curious, I'm going to look into it. Up until now, I haven't known how to connect to the outer world and allow love to come toward me. But starting today, I'm going to choose a new path. Okay, Dora, write down your this phrase up until now and practice using it with your affirmations. Okay, my friend? Thank you so very, very much for being here today. And hi, Tracy. Welcome. Love is lovely, isn't it? And love growing from within is the loveliest. When love comes our way, when love floods to us from the outside, it can feel really good, but it's not as clear. It's not as strong. It's not as powerful as the love that is generated right from the inside of you. Okay. Who else would love to have a reading today? I would love to read for you. Oh my goodness, Miss Dora, my heart is joining yours. I know it's like to live carefully. I also am single and I take care of my energy with all of my being. Getting to know my future self is equipping me like never before. All right, welcome. Yes, David and Tracy, totally here for you. What would you like me to read about you guys? What is going on? Oh, yes, please. I hear you, David. Are you single, David? Are you in a relationship? Let me know, and I will be happy to draw. Today, you guys, I'm using this beautiful deck, the True Love reading cards. The art on these cards has blessed me over time, and I'm so thrilled to bring it to you. So, David, what is it? What can I read? Are you single? Are you looking? Are you looking for love in your family of origin? Where would you like me to focus? Oh, great, great. And Trace, David, Dora? Oh, thank you, Dora. I appreciate when you guys pour energy in for the other people that are here. It just, you are part of what I'm creating. Okay, David, let's just pull for a general card. What does the universe have for David? What is the key? What does David need to know about love right now? Oh, okay, David. Let me take a look. Well, the first thing that I'm aware of is this beautiful white buffalo. And the white buffalo, I know I'm not an expert in Aboriginal societies or the native peoples of any land. I'm not an expert, but what I do realize is that we often are being called to spiritual signs. In the very first card I read today, the birds showed up, and the birds are always a signal that land has been seen and that that we are being called to our roots. Okay, the roots of our beliefs, the roots of our knowledge of spirit. So, Trace, excuse me, David, what we have here is a call to a divine feminine energy. My voice, many people have told me, even back many years ago, I used to teach golf. Fun fact. I love to teach lots of things, but teaching golf was one of my very favorite things that I did in my lifetime. And so people would say to me, your voice, there's something about your voice that makes me feel calm. And that was before I started to do readings like you're hearing today. And so I have found out over time that the divine places people in your life when you need them. So David, may I serve as a sacred woman for you today, my friend? Put your hand on your heart, David. Put your hand on your heart. Just as this sacred figure is putting her hand on. Okay. The green is the sign of your heart. David, I feel a lot of emotion coming through me right now, and I'm feeling drawn to apologize to you, David. I want to apologize to you for the harm that has come to you through female energy over time. I want to apologize for any female who didn't mean it, but something they did, something they said broke your heart. David, as you sit in this energy with these beautiful women in our reading right now who are showering you with love, may you open your heart to what can come to you in the future. The white buffalo is rare, and when it appears, it causes everyone to pause. So take this moment to pause and receive. David, you are abundantly loved. It wouldn't surprise me if you didn't feel a sense of goosebumps, that if you didn't feel pressure in your throat, even tears welling up within your being. It wouldn't surprise me at all. You are so loved, David. And right now, whatever you're facing, I want for you to realize that the situation is being taken care of. You're asking me about James. What I'm seeing here is that your situation with James is filled with light. Okay. I'm seeing the fact that as you lift your heart to the divine and you ask for divine guidance, that there are things that are coming from your background, from how you were taught, that are going to come forward and help you at this point. Much of what you're feeling when it comes to James is pulling you into healing. Okay. Green is the color of Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is all about healing. It may be that something in what you're hearing from me right now is going to bring clarity to you. It's going to bring security to you. Because what I can tell you right now, David, is that what you're looking for is within you. What you're hoping to receive from James is in you right now. Seeds have been planted within you to find the fulfillment that you're looking for. You have a future self within you. You have answers within you, right in your own hand. As you receive this word, I will say to you that whatever's happening between James and you is not over. Whatever is happening between James and you has electricity. It's still activated. Now, I don't know what's happening. I wish I did. I'm limited by only one card. So, James, excuse me, I'm calling out James. David, I want you to go to manifestfaster.com and take the quiz. It will give you some much needed data to help you connect internally. Your spirit and your heart are guiding you to some self healing. There's no question, because you don't want any harm to befall anyone in this situation. And your heart is pure, David. I feel their intense desire to love and be loved. But Spirit is here today to encourage you to open up your heart to yourself. Okay. Rather than needing James to fulfill you, you want to hook in to your very deepest love, which is your soul. Right? It's a rare opportunity, David. James and you have energy that is connected. The only way to figure out what to do next is to connect with your intuition and your inner being. Okay, my friend? I'm just lifting you up. Like I said, there are so many resources at manifestfaster.com, things I cannot teach that I can teach over there. So please do take advantage of that. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Everyone, just throw up love for James right now. Oh gosh, I said it again. Throw up love for James and love for David. Whatever this is, it is a divine moment right now for David to feel the courage and the strength of his own spirit and future self for guidance. Thank you so much. This is a tender reading today. Hold on, let me sip my tea. And Tracy, you're next. And Tracy, I'm so glad you're visiting here today because many people, when they come to a love reading, they don't consider money and they don't consider love, like romance, when it comes to career. However, what I've learned over time is that love is expressed differently in the working environment, but it is so important to, I would say, romanticize the goals you have for career. Your career many times carries a soulmate energy because when you think about it, when you're in your career, you spend more time with your work than you do with humans, especially if you love your work. For me, you are so welcome, David. I just feel so touched by your energy. And I feel that even during your reading, you were able to calm down. I feel like your energy downshifted. Am I correct in that? You guys, you are like planting seeds into my practice. When you engage with me like this, it increases the energy for all of us. Thank you so, so much for spending your precious time here. So back over to you, Tracy. My comment about soulmate energy being connected to career, that may feel a little strange at first, but when you are in a career, and sometimes people are in one or more careers, when I started reading cards over 20 years ago, it was just a hobby and I would, do readings for fun. And now, as people are blessing my work and they're bringing to me their investment, they're investing their time and their money into my channel, it's a dream come true, right? But there's like never a day off when you're working for yourself. So it's so nice to be able to think of your career as a soul satisfying part of your life and not a soul sucking part of your life. Okay, Tracy? So let's take a look. First of all, I really love this card. It's one of my very favorite ones because this is like it has marching orders to it. Okay, Tracy? So first of all, it does show me just by all of this blue energy here. There's just a an like orbiting creativity. Okay, there's creativity that's circling around you. It seems to me that making a decision might be difficult for you. I'm just wondering, Tracy, are you an air sign by chance, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini? I'm curious because it just seems like there's been some inner turmoil, a lot of hi Anna, welcome. A lot of inner turmoil, a cycling, the creativity cycling. There, you may be interested in astrology. You may go to a lot of readings online because you're kind of hungry for data and information. Okay. And then the next thing that I'm super aware of here is the call for inner peace. That as you look at your career, that you may be working at something right now, it doesn't fulfill you. You have that sense you're dreaming. There's something better. You're just dreaming. But what the universe, what your angels want you to know is that your future self, oh, you're fire. Okay. All right, fire. Daughter's a Gemini. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with me. Just shift my focus just a little bit. Um, because for you, I do believe there's this dreamy energy that looks like a donut. Whenever we see gold, it is about prosperity and abundance. Okay. So your angels and guides are here drawing you forward from they have your back. The abundance that you seek is surrounding you. The career situation as a fire signs to tend to want their foot on the accelerator, right? Let's go. Let's make a difference. But it seems to me that in your current career, there's been a constant theme of you need to do more. You need to be more. It could be coming from inside of you, a drive that you don't even understand. Like a part of you is picking on you to say you are not enough. And so, overwhelming evidence that your future self is knocking at the door for you today, Tracy, and wants you to see the view that your future self holds. Your future self holds the view of creating the inner peace. I am enough journal. So, your future self reaching back through time and because in today's current view of you, you've got your bag ready to and packed. You're ready to make a career advancement. You have prepared well, you have food and water, but you're not drinking them. Okay. The green is the heart chakra, and it shows me that it's so important for you to ground yourself, to take care of yourself, to eat properly, to hydrate, and also that you only want to bring forward what has already borne fruit or has already um, allowing you to travel light. Be ready for a quick change, right? Because you're surrounded in abundance. You're surrounded by the energy of um, production, creativity, and innovation. You are enough. I think that as you fill the journal, and what I would do is I would do your journaling in a double way. First, write down, the proof of me being enough is, okay? Start your journal. What evidence do you have right now that you're enough? Write it down. Are you enough to breathe air whenever you want? Are you enough to go outside and enjoy fresh air whenever you want? Are you enough to grab a glass of water and drink it whenever you want? Yes, I am enough. And then repeat your affirmations. Say your name. Tracy, you are enough. Tracy, you are enough to receive everything you're wanting. Tracy, you are enough to feel loved and respected wherever you go. There's something magical about using your own name and creating a statement, speaking as if it is true. And Tracy, I will recommend to you manifestfaster.com. There's a quiz over there. It's a fantastic quiz, and it will let you know how connected you are right now to your future self. Okay, let me see if I notice anything. My eye keeps going back to this pyramid. Okay, so I'm at first I want to say to you, don't fall victim to multi-level marketing. Okay, sometimes when you see an offer that seems too good to be true, it could be. So please beware of something that promises a lot of money for little or no effort. And anything that requires recruiting, you do want to avoid that, okay? But I am drawn to that pyramid. And then I'm also drawn to the snail shell and this to being ready to move slowly. Okay. Be ready to not move too quickly. Thank you, David. Yes, beautiful. Everyone, hit that heart. Send out love for Tracy. David, I'm actually feeling emotional right now because having y'all on my team on Team Catherine means the world to me because I can't carry, and I'm not supposed to carry the energy that's pulling you all down. I'm here. Hi, Serenity. Welcome. I'm here to lift you up. And so when you lift up the people too, it helps me so much. Thank you. So there you go, Tracy. Um, be sure. Oh, the snail. You are enough. And so keep telling you that. And also just accepting the pace that your future self has set for you. Watch for what I call breadcrumbs. Watch for clues. Your future self is leaving you clues all the time. Okay. Excellent. All right. Who would like a card? I'm here for you. Let me know if you'd like me to draw you a card for love. Thank you guys. Oh, so many of you are hitting the thumbs up. Janice, welcome. How was the reading from the other night? Did you was it refreshing for you? Hi, Alicia. Beautiful. Nadia, welcome. Okay, Nadia, I would love to draw a card for you, my friend. Are you single? Are you with someone right now? What kind of love would you like a card for? Remember, it could be family of origin, it could be career. Oh, I'm so glad. Tracy, good. I'm so grateful. I'm glad that you are here today. I'm really happy that the card ministered to you. Remember, any of you guys who are wanting to have your own private reading, I do private readings, and you can find all about that at manifestfaster.com. But also, all my free materials are there. So please take advantage of that. Okay. And Bina, would you put the link manifestfaster.com in there for the people that they could just click on it? That'd be great. Okay, let's see. Nadia, long-term partnership, blah, blah. Long-term, in a long-term partnership. Okay, so you mentioned that first. So that's what I'm going to go for because I don't want to crowd the card with too much energy. So Nadia, be sure to, I'm so glad you found my channel and I have literally, do you know, guys, I have 2,700 readings on this channel. Isn't that something? I barely can believe that. If you would have told me, Catherine, go out and put 2,700 readings out there, I'd be, what? Are you kidding me? But it just kind of happens. So, Nadia, okay, Nadia. All right. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. Okay. My dear Nadia. in a long-term relationship, and this is what hmm, okay. There's so much going on in this card. You know what? I feel like this is funny. I have to laugh because I feel like your inner self, your future self is in cahoots with my future self. And they're meeting together and like, okay. Yeah, I believe all you guys were led here for a reason. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, no doubt at all. So I think that my future self is leaning on me right now to include career for you, and I was short-sighted to think that the card would not be enough. That's funny. Right now, when our last card was that you are enough, um, how can I second guess the cards? So let's pull in love and career for you, my dear Nadia. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm searching if there's a figure in here. Okay, there is. Okay, there's our little figure. Is there any other figure here? No. Okay, so this large angel with the green wrapped around the body, this does signify for me your relationship, okay? Because green is the color of the heart chakra. And that, yeah, so Nadia, go ahead and put your hand on your heart, okay? And then everyone, see all those hearts going up? Oh, you guys are just blessing all of us so much. But let's just pour out our love on Nadia, that she can definitely pull in this love, that there's so much love for you here, Nadia. Now, I do see as this beautiful angel that is just pouring out love onto this treasure trove down here. Now, what I'm thinking, Nadia, I'm just wondering, are you giving more than you're receiving in the relationship? Okay. Is it a little bit uneven? Um, I always call it like I see it. And so what I'm seeing here is that there's just this constant flow that's just being provided by spirit, right? Because this leaf is not connected to anything. And yet, the pouring out of spirit, stars always indicate healing. And so, pulling out, it just shows to me um, that it's drawing my attention. And so, what I'm wondering is, what are your, um, hold on, what is your plan for self-care? Okay. It seems to me that you may need to adjust your self-care. Earlier, I suggested the app called The Way, and it's a wonderful app. I've been using it. Henry Shukman is so gentle. He's a wonderful teacher, and it's extremely inexpensive to use the app. He gives several sessions for free, and he does offer scholarship. Okay. So please, if you are needing a tool, if you need a tool for your own energy, meditation is the answer. You guys know I love Abraham Hicks. I love them so much, and I found them 20 years ago, and I'm still using them near every day. I'm just going to say it like it is every day. In fact, I'm going to ring my bell because I'm a teacher and the school bell rings, it means pay attention. So it shows me, Nadia, that you are able to provide, but you're not source. You cannot be source for your loved ones. Okay, everyone? You cannot be source for your loved one. Source is source. Okay. And source knows exactly what you need, Nadia, to fulfill yourself outside your partner. Now, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to fulfill yourself outside your partner? Because your partner was not built to be a source for you. Okay. So plug into your spiritual tools. You may want to take the quiz over on my Manifest Faster site. There's a quiz there that can help you see where your future self is in your current situation. Now, what I see over here with this little fairy, that I think is your career. It's no less important. Your career is so important to you, but this little fairy has got the magic wand. Okay. This angel is pouring out. So she's fully engaged in creating a web of prosperity, abundance, and love. It's like your guardian angel never has left your side. But the fairy is holding the um the fairy is holding the magic. Nadia, you own your own business. Okay, all right, thank you. This helps explain. That's why both of these energies are intermixed. But notice the fairy is small. So there is, I used to teach Bible study 1,000 years ago, but one of the scriptures that I love is called Despise Not the Day of Small Beginnings. Okay, so the baby steps that you're taking right now, the baby steps are super important. Watch for signs. And also, when you're tired or stressed, please, in fact, let me ring the bell for you, Nadia. When you're tired and stressed, step outside, right? Do what you can do to refresh your spirit. It will really, really help you. Okay, let me look here. Is there anything else that draws my attention? Oh, crystals. Yeah, no, there are crystals all over this card. Are you in the crystal business? Were you here, Nadia, when I started with this beautiful celestite crystal? And the celestite is a crystal that's designed to attract the angels, right? So this crystal was like the grandma of this reading. This crystal called itself to be here with us for this purpose. The people that are joining this reading are drawn to heavenly knowledge. Our future self knows how to commune with the angels. That's where they live, in that other world. Okay, my darlings? Okay, let's go on. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited for this card. Now, listen, let me just say something about, I just want to bring this crystal over here. This is called kyanite, and kyanite is another of this soft blue energy. There's just so much softness for you today, and it's showing me that you need to speak your truth in love to yourself, okay? It's so important that you not be too hard on yourself as you're walking this realm. We are spirits having a human experience, and sometimes we forget and we are way too hard on ourselves. Okay. Okay, so let's move forward. Who else would like a card? I know somebody asked, and I can't remember. So many of you, gosh, thank you so, so much for being here with me today. I'm just going to go back here, Nadia. I'm so glad that you have a partner that is supporting you as beautifully as your partner is. Made for you. Made for you. Are you still here? Oh, my pleasure, Nadia. Have you visited my channel before? I hope that you'll come back and do check out my resources, okay? Oh, Janice. Okay, Janice. Specifically, because we did one for you on Thursday, remember? And I remember also. So, where is it that you might be feeling you want a touch of love that's different from last reading? Family of origin, career, friendships? What area would you like to hear? Let me grab my tea. Oh, you are sure welcome, Nadia. I am so grateful for you. It's why I created the quiz, because I wanted to find a way that you guys could learn better about how to support yourself. Because each of you has an angel, and that's your guardian angel, right? That is wanting to guide you. And now I am so in love with the idea of future self. You know how everybody talks about inner child? Yes, we have inner child energy. So it's only logical that we would have future self energy also. Right? Okay, so let's go to Miss Janice. Such a faithful and loyal subscriber. Thank you so much, my darlings. Um, Good, Tracy. I'm glad. Manifestfaster.com. You'll find the quiz right there. Okay, and now family of origin. Okay, so this is what is for Janice. So right away, what I have come to learn about the readings for the collective, that birds of a feather flock together. Janice, you are not the only person here who has difficult situations in their family of origin. So, if you are a family of origin person, if some sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, cousins have caused disruption in your peace of mind, this card is for you. This beautiful, hi, Rando, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Nadia, you are not alone. You are not alone. Thank you. Let's all, I see so many of you throwing love to Janice, all those little hearts throwing love to Janice. Look at how you guys are building with me. You're part of the energy here. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up that draws you into our world. Yes, thank you. Magnificent success, my dear sister Bina. Okay, the distorted female, feminine. Okay, I own one of these shells. I own one. I'm looking at it right now. It is in display with my future self material. So, just go back. Janice, Janice. Okay, Janice, and everyone else. With the world in the situation that it's in right now, there's never been a time for us to find an inner connection, to find something we can rely on, something within your own heart. In my situation, many of my family members reject the cards. Many of my family members think it's flaky. Some even think it's wrong for me to use the cards. They don't even um, watch, they don't know what I'm about. But the very idea that I use cards to encourage people makes some of my blood family upset. So I had to learn many years ago, decades ago, to forgive and release the people who don't understand me. So, Janice, I feel that's exactly what you're being called to. Okay. When we look at the word distorted, that just means twisted. Distorted means twisted. Distorted means not their true self. Have you ever gone to the circus or to a spooky haunted house where you stand in front of the mirror and it distorts your image? It may make you look short or fat, and it makes everyone laugh, right? So when you have distorted feminine energy in your family of origin, it can really, yes, oh, I love that, Nadia. It's true. It's true. To me, this is like a mystery, right? I could almost call it as your future self peeking out at, peeking into your past. Because in the past, someone was hurt badly. It could have been your grandmother, it could have been your great grandmother, it could have been your mom. But something in the past caused the females in your family to become very restricted, fearful, angry, and bitter. Okay. I'm not talking about you, Janice, but when we are raised by people who've had tremendous hardship, they try to parent us as best they can. But a lot of the parenting comes through pain. And so, in a way, when you find a shell like this, it's empty. The animal that lived in this shell long ago deserted it. Okay. Long ago, the animal that lived in this shell passed away and left this reminder. So, what the call is for you, Janice, today is to recognize that part of you is holding on to something that is dead and gone. It could be just in your energy that you're not even conscious of it. That's where I use tapping. You guys know that tapping is my go-to for helping people who are stuck because she may not believe she can get out of there. She may not believe it's possible. She may think it's still her shelter, but she could not live in there very comfortably, right? She's ready to leave everything behind and to go forward. So, Janice, I'm feeling that you are, um, I'm feeling that you are connected energetically. All of this is energy to your past ancestors, and that you've watched me for a long time, haven't you? You've been watching my readings for a long time. And I do believe that every time you come, there's something in these words that draws you forward. So this is an important time for you, the willingness to let go of what's no longer serving you. It's so important. Okay. Here's the way I would build an affirmation for it. There's magic words that are called even though. Even though I don't know how, I'm stepping into freedom now. Even though I don't know how, I'm willing to let go of the past right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm clearing my energy of the past right now. Now, you guys, I'm going to put timestamps in here. And I will use your name, your YouTube name, so that you can find your reading. But I would definitely come back and watch this again. This is really important, Janice. Okay. So be sure to check out the quiz. Take the quiz. I just posted it this week, manifestfaster.com, and look for the little tab that says take the quiz. Okay. Thank you so much. Made by you. I would love to do a reading for you. What now, when it comes to your situation, what kind of love are you looking for wisdom about? What is it that you're wanting? Could be career, could be finances. Did you ever think that money wants to talk to you? That money, the energy of money might have a message? Can money be a loving energy? What do you guys think? Made for you. Career and finance. Okay. Oh, funny. I was just saying, you're welcome, my friend Janice. And you guys, let's everybody throw a dose of love on Janice here before we get finished with Janice. Janice will flood you with love. We flood you with courage. We flood you with the ability to see the truth and not be blameful. If some of the people who raised you were a little on the salty side, that we just let them go. They were doing the best they can, because when you lean into your ability to depend on your own guidance, girl, you're going to make leap years of um, advancement, 4 years in 1 year. Okay, made for you, career and finance. Okay. So everyone, let's throw love for made for you, or excuse me, made by you. Love for made by you as we draw this card. What is it that your future self wants you to know when it comes to love and career? Now, one thing that I kind of assume is that our future self, I have one too, and I journal and I actually create conversation with my future self. It's so fun, but my future self is wealthier than I am right now. Okay. Sometimes I call her wealthier me because wealth comes in relationships, it comes in our home, it comes in our environment. Wealth is far more than just money, and it's far more than the work that we do. So I'm calling on future made by you to step in and help us interpret this card. Mm, chivalry, chivalry. Okay, let's take a look. Your work is very important to you, isn't it, Maid? Yes. There's something about the type of work that you do that you love. I mean, I'm seeing this kind of soulmate energy here, and I tease people because I said I feel like the cards are my soulmate. Because honestly, spending time with you guys, like sitting here and spending time like this is more fun than anything. I just love being with you. I love creating this community of manifesting support. Look at all those hearts. I mean, I think I'm going to be a world record today where I'm going to get so many hearts that it's going to be stunning. But let's take a look at this card. So I feel like your future self is asking you to look at your career and finances in kind of a romantic way, that you would take time to like romance your career, flirt with your career, whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like there's a lot of pressure right now, that the pressure to do something, the pressure to get ahead, you got to have your social media, you got to have your email, you have to be made by you. So you may actually create things with your hands, right? And so there's this incredible push, push energy around this. And this figure, look at how the legs are crossed, right? This is so at ease. This is so comfortable. If I were to say for you, maid, I think your future self is this energy, wants to flirt with you, wants to draw you in. Back here on this chart, these are all the tasks that you're trying to do, right? You know you want to create success with what you're doing, and there's a lot of structure behind you. You like to when things are structured and in order, but your future self is here saying, hold up here, you're doing too much work, leave some work for me. Okay, your future self is saying, I am here to guide you with gifts, rest, and this purple cape, spiritual guidance. So, first thing, meditation. How actively do you meditate? Now, for years, I meditated listening to YouTube videos. They're guided meditations where I use them to put myself into a better frame of mind, to have peace of mind, and to enjoy my life. But lately, I'm studying meditation more from the Zen perspective, which is to find a way to be silent, find a way to be still. And I am a hyperactive double Scorpio with a Gemini moon, and I love to create, obviously, 2,700 readings here on the channel. I can, when I love my work, everybody knows it. Okay. But the point is, though, that this horse is unsaddled, right? Your higher self is calling you into a rest. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the tarot cards, but there's the card called the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man has their legs crossed. You can't run with your legs crossed, right? So, I realize when you're working hard on your career, and I know the feeling, I could work honestly 10, 12 hours a day. I could between writing articles or doing readings or walking in nature and communing with my highest self. It's just, it can be all consuming. And so you can miss signs. You could miss things that are here to guide you. So, my dear made by you, um, please do take a look at the Manifest Faster website. There's a quiz there. I would love for you to take it. And then there's a contact form. You'll see it says contact Catherine. So I would love to hear from you. What do you make? I'm so curious. And also, I'm curious about how this reading strikes you because right now it looks like everything's poised for action, but it's so important for you to prioritize your inner life. Okay. hear the guidance of your angels. If you have cards, draw a card every day for yourself. Come back to my channel and visit. I put out these little tiny readings. They're only 13 seconds long. They're little breadcrumbs, always with a heart to lift up your spirit and help you connect to your higher self. Okay. So thank you for being here. And I hope I can continue to guide you. But everybody, let's throw some love for Made by You. Just tons of love. We just cover you with love, my dear friend. Whatever it is that you're doing, may it prosper. May it bring the divine all the glory, and may your hands be blessed with what it is that you're doing. Okay, my friend, you are sure welcome. I am so glad that you're here with me today. Okay, let's take a look here. I thought I saw somebody say something to me. Okay, way back here. Hold on, I'm just refreshing. Da, 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 da. There was somebody right by Made by You at the beginning, so I'm just going back and seeing. I don't want to miss people. Oh, Rando. Hey, Rando. I knew you were back there. I don't want to miss anybody. I never know how I will read for everyone that comes to visit me. I'm doing the best I can. Financial situation. Okay, good. So yes, our highest self, your higher self, Rando, is very interested in supporting your relationship with money. Did you ever think about that? That you have a relationship with money, right? So, anybody who's listening, do you have a relationship with money? Do you feel like money picks on you, or money is unkind to you? Or do you feel sometimes that in the work you do, there can't possibly be enough money? You can't imagine being having $1,000 to your name, much less 1,000,000, right? And sometimes it can feel so defeating. So right now, everybody, let's send up energy for Rando, and let's see what does your future self want you to know about receiving love from the spirit of money? Let's see. Oh, very interesting. Okay, I love this. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so my dear Randall, this is what I'm aware of. I feel like you, because life has been difficult and you've been challenged financially, there's been things that have happened that have not been fair. There have been things that have happened that have separated you from your dreams, from the dreams that you had a few years ago, that things might be successful and that you're struggling to understand why money stays so far away from you. Okay, so anybody else who can relate to this, if you feel like money has been problematic, jump in, put in a thumbs up, say me too in the comments, because all of us, I believe, have misunderstandings about what money can do for us, and whether we can control the money that comes to us, okay? Because what if this is money, Rando? What if this is you, and gender doesn't matter? Somebody who doesn't feel worthy. It's like, who, me? 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 You are trying to flirt with me? A lot of people feel that way when it comes to money. When somebody gives them money, they might feel guilty. It might be hard for them to receive it. But the fact is that there's a part of you who feels unworthy and unwilling to accept. And I don't want you to feel bad about that. It's just part of the way that we have learned to respond, because sometimes it's just our past, it's just how we were raised that has been in the way of our receiving the love that money has for us. Notice this fence. So, what is this fence and how do we remove it? How can we become able to receive all that money has for us? As I talked about in a couple of cards ago, about how our past, our family of origin, our grandparents and great grandparents could have experienced great hardship when it comes to money. And money is over there going, look, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I didn't harm you. But culture and tragedy have built a structure that separates you from receiving. Now, one thing I will tell you, in the times when I was um, up and down with money, and quite a few years ago, over 10 years ago, I went through an unexpected divorce, and resulted in me being single and really needing to start over. And I created a game that I called the Invisible Money Game. I just created it for myself because I somebody gave me a gift, and it was a hugely valuable gift. It was a hot air balloon ride. I always wanted to go on a hot air balloon ride, but somebody gave it to me. And do you know, Rando, what the first thought in my mind was? I need rent. I would rather that that person would have given me the money because then I could have used it to pay rent. And so, what I realized was that wasn't fair. I had a bucket list thing given to me, hot air balloon ride. Why should I punish myself and think, no, this is not a good gift? I should have money to pay my rent. But what happened was, of course, I did get the money to pay my rent. It came in the right timing. But I decided that I was going to create a list and write down everything that came to me that I did not have to use my own money for. And it really worked, honestly. The year was 2015. And in 2015, I made more money with invisible money than I did with real money. And it taught me a valuable lesson about receiving because you may think that money will solve everything. Well, it'll bring ease, but with great money comes great challenge to manage the money, right? So, right now, if you're feeling in the pinch, this is you up here going, I'm not worthy. I've made all so many mistakes. And the spirit of money is here going, I'm here for you. So, what do you do? What you can do, as you've heard me say, meditation is really, really important. There are so many Abraham Hicks videos on money, and you could listen to them for 24 hours straight and you will feel inspired. Abraham Hicks Money. Use the YouTube search today. Right now, you already have avenues where the truth that the spirit of money is not a bad thing, and the spirit of money wants to come to you. These holes in the fence show that it's on its way. Your future self knows that there's a version of you who is wealthier. There's a version of you in the future who has learned how to receive from the divine. It starts out without money. Take credit for attracting gifts and kindnesses from people and realize that that's how money starts. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else. No, I think that that is plenty. An affirmation that I would use, even though I don't know how, those are my magic affirmation words. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling more connected now. Even though I don't know how, money's making its way to me now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much more worthy right now. Okay, I will be putting the timestamps so you guys can come back and listen to your reading again, and I highly recommend it. Also, just put your hand on your heart while you're listening to the reading and bring that self-soothing posture to your being. Okay? Okay, Serenity. Tracy, thank you so much. I have been told that over years that there's something about your voice, Catherine. So I am glad that you're here today to drink from that well of divine that I've been given. I feel very humbled to be able to help you guys. Okay, everybody, let's just throw a few more hearts for Rando and anyone else who needs to know the truth of money. That money itself has done nothing wrong. It's just the people around us making mistakes about money that has caused us some difficulty. We love you, Rando. Okay, Serenity, what are you looking for? Oh, Serenity, are you in a long distance relationship? Long distance relationship. Okay, I'm going to draw a card. What does the spirit of, okay, so la la la. I'm talking on top of myself. Let me pause. Okay, so we're back. And so, Serenity, a long distance relationship. Once again, we'll use you as an ambassador, my dear Serenity, and anyone else who's in a long distance relationship. Feel free to tune in and receive this guidance from your future self. Ever since I started pretending, yes, I use my imagination every day, pretending that I could have a conversation with my future self. That if I journal, if I ask a question of my future self, I can get an answer. It has really been life changing for me. And I have created some material, manifestfaster.com, where you guys can go and check out what I offer over there with free resources. Because if you follow me, you must have a heart for the same things that fascinate me. And so take into consideration, what if you could chat with your future self? What would you want to know? Let's see. So, Serenity. We have the yin and the yang here. Yeah, these two feathers. So it's interesting with these feathers because these feathers are having a long distance relationship, aren't they? This is really, wow, this is deep, my friend. Serenity, long distance relationship, right? There's a whole world between y'all. Interesting. Cycling around this long distance relationship. Okay. Serenity, are you looking to be married? Is that your highest goal for yourself? I'm just curious. Are you looking to be married? And the reason I ask that is because there's a diamond on this hand. As we look at this, what I can see here is that I cannot see a ring on this hand, right? And I'm reading this traditionally with man and woman, but that's doesn't matter. A gender does not matter here because it's the energy. But this is a very intriguing separation, isn't it? This LDR, long term, long distance relationship. So here I'm seeing this fire and the heart. And so starting at the top of the card and reading downward, there is pain here. I feel that one or both of you is feeling the distance. It's not easy. I have a sense that one or both of you wishes that the distance was not there. And there's some compromise going on. And the yin and the yang is this perfect symbol of balance. I love it because in any kind of challenging love situation, it's very easy to drop the ball, to become wrapped up in things you cannot control. And balance is critical. If you're someone who wants to be married, you carry a different sort of challenge with a long distance relationship. So I you've been here before, Serenity, and you know I call it like I see it. First thing I want to ask you, and you don't have to answer here. to answer. But have you seen this person? Have you actually spoken in person to the person? Or has the person, hang on a second, let me go back. Okay. Because if you have not met the person, if this is an internet relationship, that is something that you need to consider. Okay. So that's, and anyone else who's writing. So many people write to me and they ask me about internet relationships where they've never seen or talked to the person. And I'm here to tell you that is never a good thing. You do not know who you're dealing with. You need to look the person in the eye. So, first, yes, you must be able to visually chat with the, oh, met him in person. Okay, good. Okay, so here, okay, so thank you for sharing. So this does show that there is balance here. And so, but there's pain also. So it could be that there's that one or the both of you, you're just in a holding pattern. Okay, because that's what this reminds me of. You're holding that energy in place. And that perhaps both of you, there's some very significant differences between you, but you're holding that balance. So with this feather down here, notice how it's in a reverse position and it's water down here. So it makes me wonder if there's some differences in your signs, in your astrological signs, that could be causing you to hesitate. One or both of you may be afraid to move forward. So, what I would recommend for you, there's a man online. I love him on YouTube. He's called astrologyguy.com. Astrologyguy.com gives the do's and don'ts of dating each sign. And if you use it for yourself, watch your birth sign, and then watch for your love. That there may give you enough information that you can understand these differences between you that are holding you separate at the moment. This is a positive reading. Now that I know you've met him in person, I feel relieved. And that word I had for people in long distance relationships could be for somebody else watching. I just felt it was important to mention. But I would definitely look up astrologyguy.com and use his tools to study about your birth sign and your person's, because I think it'll give you that wisdom. If you want this to go forward and you want to create a commitment that is happily ever after, you have to talk about it and you have to take a chance. Because if your person is not interested in building a family, you want to just learn that as soon as you can, right? Because it's not easy to be with someone who holds a different agenda than you do. Generally, I would say your future self says you are in a good position here. Just keep the communication open and keep building what you're building. Okay. Okay, Miss Enna, we did a card for you in the very first beginning. Okay, so I'm going to put the timestamps in so you guys can go back and you can look at for your reading again. Righty. And is there anybody else who wants to have a reading here before I call it a day? This has been so great, you guys. Let's everybody send hearts. Hit that heart button so we can send serenity, love, love, love. And Bina can lead the way and just hit that. And we're just sending you. There we go. Good. There's your love coming your way, my dear Serenity. So many people here supporting you. Okay. You are sure welcome. All right. Okay, so we're right at 90 minutes. I can't believe this time has gone so quickly. Thank you for coming. I'm here Sunday mornings, and so magnificent success, my dear Bina. I love having you as my moderator, and if you're free on Sundays, your presence is always a blessing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for opening your heart to your future self. Believe me, your future self is calling on you to pay attention. because more logical person, what more logical energy to give you advice than the part of yourself who's already living your dream? I love you guys so much. Go forth and prosper. Have a beautiful day. Come back and see me. Oh, be sure to check out manifestfaster.com. Take the quiz. Love ya. Now.